Hello once again to the No Recoil Samurai Shodown podcast. I am your host, Cybot, joined tonight by my good friend Sorrow. How's it going?
Hello, people. Sorrow, clearly the best Hibiki in the world.
Obviously. Don't tell Cillian that. Don't tell Cillian you said that.
Oh man, I'm clearly the best. What has he done? I'll keep it a stack. What has he done?
I hope he watches this and watches 5 seconds of this and please do say that. Inazuma sadly not joining us tonight. He's taking a bit of a break from Samsho stuff. I'm sure we'll see him again. But at any rate, no loss for us because I'm joined by one of my closest friends in this UK. So tonight's itinerary is looking like combo breaker prediction show and just discussion. Just a current events discussion, upcoming events, and where the hell is this rollback beta? Is kind of the itinerary we got going for tonight. So just kind of as a plug, as far as upcoming events go, combo breakers, of course, next weekend, from the 26th, 8th, Samsho tournaments will be on the 27th and 28th. We'll have a link in the description to the schedule. Funky P is the channel, and they are streaming both top 24 and top 8. Which
top 24, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, because Samsho's kind of been like, it's not a normal thing for Samsho. Usually,
no, it is not.
Yeah, usually it's just a top 8 stream, but really cool.
That's why we made such a big deal out of Frosty, because it was a main game at a major, and we did get a full top 8 stream.
Yeah, the same thing at KIT too, right?
Yeah.
But now hopefully every single non-player gets to throw their stuff off a bit, so it's pretty hype. So yeah, keep an eye on that, and then on October 7th to 8th, Samsho will be a main game at Lunar Bout 2023 in Brooklyn, New York. So that'll be pretty exciting. It was a pretty great event last year. I'm pretty happy I went. Still vibes, a cool regional atmosphere.
They did put us in the corner though.
They did. That and well, I mean the venue is pretty cool, right? Like a bar venue. So I just
like a land type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. So keep an eye on that. Registration is live. Then I think Defend the North 2023. Just pulling up the info now.
It's supposed to be a main game for that. At least that's what we heard through the grapevine.
Just checking it now. It is listed as a main game, and it's on PC, so that's pretty cool. But I don't think
we're looking into that though. We are actually looking into that through the grapevine, possibly putting that on Xbox as well. Because the PC version is not actually the best version of the game.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty good, right? In my opinion.
Yeah, it's still really good. Yeah.
As long as it's not PS4.
The whole point of Defend the North last year was to push the narrative of playing on the best version possible. So we will be looking.
Yo, your mic.
On Xbox.
Oh, you're back. So here. Oh,
I'm back.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So that'll be July 14th to 16th. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, and then as far as big events, kind of about it. I guess we'll see how things kind of go down the pipeline, right?
I know Latin America still loves the game, especially like SNK things. A lot of Latin American countries do have SNK partnerships, and they usually request that Samsho be on it because it's still one of their modern games. So I do still expect to see it, but as far as like majors, I think Combo Breaker and Defend the North might be the last things we get for the game, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like just like in terms of raw numbers, because numbers are everything. Just, the Combo Breaker numbers are really, really good. So
yeah,
as far as I see it, Combo Breaker sets the precedent that the game could take a main spot at another big event, right?
Yeah.
Like, I really, really hope Samsho will make ECT. ECT at this point is the biggest fall major, I'm pretty sure.
It is. All the other ones kind of died out from the pandemic.
Yeah, definitely. That would be a really great event to see on CT. So I really hope, you know, LI Joe kind of perks up and takes a look at that, but it's not guaranteed, right? And without the rollback data, everything's kind of a toss-up. Like, we were really, really riding on that, and the honest truth is that despite everything that's going on with the Xbox Discord, the resurgence is not because of the Xbox Discord, it's because of the rollback announcement.
Yeah, 100%. The rollback announcement is what got it put on Frosty and Combo Breaker, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm happy it got us a spot before people actually tested out the beta, because have they let the beta rock first and then decided, I don't think we would have gotten those spots, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a bad look. I don't think it definitely... It was not in a state suitable for public presentation.
It was a beta, a true beta, not a demo as we're used to now.
Yeah, it wasn't, yeah. Like, I think people, you can say whatever you want, right, about, like, what a beta is supposed to be, but there's a public understanding of what a beta is, right? And the vast majority of people, not like tapped in FGC people or like SNK people, the vast majority of people think they're just gonna load up the game and there's gonna be a rollback, and that's not what it was.
Yeah, the vast majority thought the same thing that happened with the Street Fighter 6 beta, right? They were gonna get like this almost complete game ready to play. And that is not what that beta was.
Yeah. Like, you gotta realize too that, like, the part of this is like a promotional tool. It's not just about the patching and stuff. It's not just about the glitches. It's about, you know, how are we gonna use this, not just to fix the game, but to promote it to people, and the fall off and engagement. Because the beta was active for a whole week. Like, literally for a whole week, you could log in and play rollback Samsho. Like, if I could play actual real rollback Samsho for a whole week, I'd be like, I don't know, I'd be like an animal in a cage. I wouldn't leave my chair. But I was looking throughout the week after like day 3, and there's a couple times Samsho numbers were at like 30 people, even like 10 people. It was really, really bad.
Yeah, and like day 1 was the best, and the drop off was instant.
I have it, like, a sort of explanation in my head is that I think they were given a certain timeline, and they're like, okay, have this done by this timeline. So they announced it for January, and the January date was not specific, right? They coming January.
No.
And then just the fact that it was delayed is already a sign that, okay, you know, things are kind of lagging behind a bit. And then the dev post, right, that explained temper your expectations there was going to be glitches, right? The fact that,
which was only a day before.
Yeah, a day before. Yeah, I feel like that was like a ploy to like dodge controversy. I feel like it was intentionally put that close. Right. I feel like it's pretty obvious that they kind of bit off a lot more they could chew. Especially considering we've heard literally nothing. Like,
yeah.
Like I was expecting, ideally, rollback would be out before combo breaker. And I wasn't expecting to not even know about the second beta before combo break.
Yeah, so that was a blow up. After the first beta ended, they said second beta would be coming. They didn't say when. They didn't even give us like a timeline. And now we're creeping into when the rollback is supposed to be actually implemented completely, right? I think they said what, like summer?
They said spring, so they're really pushing it.
Yeah, spring. Yeah.
I don't really
Like,
consider June spring.
We're creeping into those months, right? Like it's about to be done. So I originally expected December when people were calling me nuts. That first beta kind of, validated me a bit. Where I really don't expect this thing to be out anytime soon at this point.
Yeah, it's like DBFC. There's clearly shit happening with DBFC.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, where's DBFCs, right? We don't know. They didn't even get a beta.
I think it's really hard to go back and put rollback into it.
It is looking quite like a problem, right? But we'll see. One thing, like SNK, I don't know, man. SNK's having a lot of issues with a bunch of weird stuff. So even the cross-platform for them, like, it was not good. And I'm not sure how hard it is to make it work on fighting games, but one of the first games to, like, modern games, I want to say, to put cross-platform was Fortnite. And man, there was a giant article when that first happened. They said they did it by accident, and everything went off without a goddamn problem. So I don't know. It's not looking good for being a fighting game fan, to be honest.
Yeah. And just like everything, all the glitches and everything, right? Like all like the Sylvie glitch, right? And the GSL glitch that we've known about for months and we brought up months ago, and now we're about to go into the biggest major, and there's a major character glitch that's not going to be addressed, right? And even the Sylvie shit, they said the Sylvie stuff will be fixed late June. What do you mean late June? This is a simple character. Yeah, it's really stupid. So I hope SNK grabs a gear for everybody's sake, but I guess time will tell.
We'll see.
Alright, so on that note, Combo Breaker coming up in like a week.
Yeah.
So at 129 people is the final tally. Looking like a no-brainer that this biggest event. I think the only way something will be bigger, at least in America, is if there's a side tourney at EVO, like an official side tourney, and there's no cap, and rollback comes out before EVO. I think that's the only possible way.
Yeah, maybe. Again, I don't know. I'll temper my expectations on that one. I think Street Fighter 6 is going to break every record at EVO, personally. I think everybody's going to be focused on that.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily, that's not necessarily mutually exclusive.
No.
Yeah, I think the likelihood is low. Like, I think, to be entirely frank, it looks like Vortex Gallery is just not happening, right?
Yeah. You still gotta wait on that. Hopefully it does, but I feel like they haven't announced anything yet, so it's not looking good.
Yeah, unless there's some red tape going on, cause like they had their public announcements, and they had their first game roster and their registration up by this time last year. So
Yeah.
clearly something's going on, even if they're being mum about it.
Yeah, we're 2 months away too from that. So
Yeah, it's not a lot of time, right? Even
no, it is not.
for travel, it's like I don't know if I decide to go, I don't know if I can get my stuff together, if I can get the money together and stuff. Right. So yeah, it's not looking like the prospects for Samsho or Evo are not super great. Hopefully it works out, but as far as a major goes, by far Combo Breaker. So
Yeah. I agree. Combo Breaker's looking like the biggest one. And there actually is international players coming to this one, so that's pretty.
Yeah, it's wild. I think the first time in U.S. history. Or no, it isn't actually.
No, it isn't. Well, I was about to say, man.
Yeah, because obviously Score coming over was a big deal back in the day, right? But I think this is the first time somebody from Europe has come over to one of our tournaments. Of course, I'm talking about Instinct, who is a very high-level French Yoshimaru player. Those of you watching, if you're active in PS4 net play, will know him by the name Savage Stance. Yeah, very well-known net play Yoshimaru. He's been pretty active, as far as I can tell, basically since the game launched. And he has some offline presence too. He won last year's Stunfest tournament. And he has high placements at a few other events. I'll just bring it up. Thanks. Yeah, there was a side tournament or a main tournament at Ultimate Fighting Arena. No. Probably edit this part out. Yeah, at any rate, he won Stunfest and a couple other events. He's been pretty active in net play. And, you know, net play monthlies and stuff. I think he and Yokusa and Edono, aka Sulia and Lamu, and Warrior by Sand, I think those are all the usual suspects in terms of the top level European. Definitely got his chops. He's definitely not some net player. I know he's pretty clearly a high level player. I'm pretty excited how he does.
They haven't released the pools yet, right?
No, they're still waiting on it.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it breaks down. To be honest, I'm really excited to see how the pool breaks down.
Yeah. So a little birdie told me that the pools were being worked on even before Reg closed.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. So hopefully, if the first draft, these things always always a first draft that's never ever the final pool, but hopefully the pools this time will be a little closer to the final draft. Hopefully not too many changes. I know for Frosty we basically had to seed it ourselves.
Yeah. That was a blow up.
That was a blow up. For a lot of games too. Like, I know DNF, because that was a qualifier event, right? And there was top players from overseas, and none of the overseas players, including one guy who qualified, none of them were seeded.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention. I remember hearing that seeding was bad for multiple games, but because I had just only gone for Samsho, I was just like, man, this is not good. And what was it? Pool 3 that had was completely stacked at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I don't quite remember, but I remember I had Bad Intent in my little bracket, round 1, he was gonna be my first match, and I was
he was gonna be your first match.
Oh, that guy placed a KIT. I'm not about to deal with that.
And I remember Pool 4 had nobody. Pool 4 had not a single killer in it. It was not good.
Yeah, it worked out in the end.
Yeah, it definitely worked out in the end.
Yeah, we're probably, because that's kind of why I wanted to do this, early, before the first draft, because I don't think picking over pools that aren't final is kind of not productive, right, for predictions.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will probably be up on my YouTube before the first draft goes out. And definitely before the final draft, because the final draft I'll probably be on the plane. Generally how these go.
Like I said, right now it's more of, is Maki gonna make it type thing. Depending on where he is in the pools, I'm gonna be very interested to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, definitely a big question mark because he's really scrambling. Like his visa really got dicked over. He doesn't have his flight booked yet.
Yeah.
He's still waiting.
Yeah.
But
And that's gonna be expensive, man.
yeah, it is. But like, honestly, the way things are going with the Xbox group, I'm like, it's like the gap getting much shorter. Like, even if I happen to be winning, just on a fundamental level, people are leveling up so much that now there's about, like, honestly, probably about at least 4 other people that are like right at my heels. Right? And Maki absolutely is one of those people. One of the only people that beat me this year.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very interested to see how the pools break down. I would actually, like, if I were to put money on it, I would put Maki over you in a 2 out of 3 set. But I would not pick him in a best of 5.
I understand what you mean. That's kind of how I felt. That's basically, you played Tau, right? I kind of knew you would win in pools. And I had a feeling in the first of 3. Because Tau is so good at that adaptation, right? That he would kind of put up a mental block.
Because my thing, so if you look, when I look back at that video, I could tell I was already tight. Like, if you see me, I'm just like mashing A. I just want to get in. I wanted to get back so quick to grand finals that I completely disregarded him at losers finals. And that's why I wanted to run it back the next day. I'm like, yo, let's run a first at 10. So I know I'm gonna beat you. And I did. But it didn't matter anymore, right? Because I had fucking lost in tournament.
Well, yeah, that's what they say, right? Like, can't really brag about casuals, right? You can say anything about casuals. So, like, ultimately on stage, the bracket, that's where it really counts.
Yeah, that's where it counts. That's the only place that matters. That and money matches. Can't be giving away money, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people don't really money match like that anymore, too, right?
Yeah.
It's not the new.
That's it's very unfortunate.
I think so. I was on Twitter talking about this, right? And I think it's not just the money. I think the reason people don't have egos like that is I think stream culture is because you just look at a stream. Like, one thing with weeklies, FPlay weeklies, FPlay is way more common than it used to. It used to be you couldn't realistically run serious FPlay tournaments. Right? So, but now you can go like load up TNS, watch the best players in the world play every single week, right? How are you gonna? I think a big draw was gonna be like, oh, this guy's the top guy from here, and this guy's the top guy from there. What'll happen when they finally see each other? Like, now it's not like a big draw because you can go watch every week.
I think it still can be a big draw, but now it usually has to be somebody who has a lot of pull, somebody who's coming in like hot from a specific region, or a lot of money. For instance, the Justin Wong money match, right? Justin Wong hadn't really played Marvel 2 anymore, but he was still considered the best, even though, you know, he had to stop playing the game years ago. So how did he get him out? $10,000. That's how he got him out. And that was hype as hell.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be. I think it needs to be at least $2,000 for people to really care. I'm not about to spend $2,000 on a money match. Even against like the worst player I've ever met. I don't think I'm gonna do that. So how it is.
As it, like at Frosty, I felt like I was from a different time that I just happened to still be here. I was like, yo, nobody wants the money match, man. This sucks.
Yeah.
It's a horrible feeling. I like money matches personally. I think they're good. I think besides like the whole money thing, it's just a different pressure. Like the pressure from a money match is completely different from like a casual or a set or even a tournament set. It's a completely different pressure, and not many people can do it.
Yeah. The best money matches are where there's like actual
Yeah, that too.
people don't really do things like that anymore.
Which is also unfortunate. I like beef, especially when it's like regional thing. That's always so good. I miss those. We don't have those like that anymore.
I don't think beef as in like actual like on a personal level. I don't really think it's
No, but that's what I said. Like regional beef to me was fine. You don't need to have like personal beef necessarily, but regional, like people defending their region, saying they're better than another region, and then having like a team battle or a money match to settle it. To me, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's sort of it's like a bygone era.
Yeah. I try to coax the West Coast into this in B-Boy stream. West Coast didn't want to do it, so it's just not there. The drive isn't there from a lot of people no more.
Wait, did they actually like say something, or did they just like not respond?
No. Like I was saying, B-Boy, I would body all the West Coast by myself. At first, we said we should do a team battles, so East Coast versus West Coast in Samsho. So East Coast would be like me, Ghost, Tao, DMV guys. And I'm like, yo, you can get whoever you want from West Coast. We would clap them. I was like, real talk. I was like, I'd clap all of West Coast just by myself. So people was like, no way. And he was struggling to come up with names that would actually be able to defend West Coast. It was hilarious. It's something I would like to do personally, but again, I just don't see it. People don't really have that drive anymore.
We need. Well, almost too. A lot of the bigger names, or the old names from like Season 1 or from Parsec, they're just not active, or they're only kind of active, right?
Yeah.
I think the only thing that getting all the people that you would name, right? They only play a little bit now. Like it's not necessarily. You gotta realize just because people are still around, it's not necessarily the same as it was.
Yeah.
Right, you can't necessarily predict how things are gonna end up. So, I think the thing that could get that happening, rollback comes out and we get the momentum going. Right, get more regular tournaments and stuff and traveling, but especially this tournament, right? I just think there's not enough regional representation, right? It's kind of more of a mix. Not like look at all these people from West Coast. There's not that many.
No. Yeah, like even like the main West Coast players, like the heavy hitters right now, like B-Boy, Lude, like they're not there.
Yeah.
I'm happy, and the numbers are really good, and we got international players, but there's a lot of players, like active players right now, that are missing from the event, which sucks.
It really sucks, especially with how much work Xbox has been putting on, right? A lot. There's people that have leveled up enormously, and they're just not gonna get this.
No. But let's move on to the pools, man. Or else it's gonna be a sad conversation about Combo Breaker.
Yeah. honest, because we'll see. This person will go this way, this person will go that way, right? But
Yeah.
just overall, as just as a list of those people, I think just as a list, the list I have is pretty accurate of the people who to look out for. Like, I know the people on that list are definitely not playing, but I'd be very, very surprised if they didn't do well, right? That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Like I said, they're making top 24. If you're saying they will, I believe you. It's just the top 8. My thing is, we can't really know because we don't know what path everybody's gonna take. Like, what if Ghost can't be Vato? I don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta see how the pools break down. But I'm very interested. I can't wait to see them. I would love to have been there, obviously. But
yeah,
it's gonna be hype to see.
It will be hype. I hope everything goes well with the Xbox setups and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, it is pretty cool that the optimal setup is there. I hope people that weren't in Frosty's get experience and they can go, oh man, this is actually dope. But we also
I remember
talked about this.
Day one of casuals, people were getting so hyped. Like, people that had never played on the Xbox version at 120 were loving how it felt.
Yeah, the setups, they were very active. Like, they were almost every setup had somebody at it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just a little worried about the controller stuff. I hope they have a plan, right? But I don't know. I'm not. It's not like, I feel like if there was like something to worry about, we know about it. I feel like I trust Combo Breaker.
Yeah, I trust them too. I mean, they're getting, like you said, the optimal setups, 120 hertz monitors. They're getting in on the Series X, the breadboard converters. I think it's gonna be okay. Obviously, we're not gonna have power issues in the venue either. I hope not.
Well, this one's at a convention center, right? Here's the thing about Frosty, right? Frosty is at, for one thing, Frosty had like a huge upsurge, unexpected upsurge. People the past few years, right? It used to be Frosty was supposed to be like a game specific, like regional, and now it's like a big 5 major, right?
It's a major now, 100%.
And they're on contract to that hotel because it's a multi-year thing, right? So they're committed to that hotel despite the upsurge in people. They're committed until at least next year, because I know the next Frosty is also next year. Frosty is at, never mind, a hotel is not the same as a convention center. Combo Breaker is at a convention center, and Frosty is at a hotel. And those hotel functions, they're not really meant for convention. They're meant for like weddings.
Yeah.
Or like conferences, right? Like they're meant for people like sitting around dining tables, not 5,000 sweaty gamers in a room. Right?
Like, pool 3, bro. Pool 3.
Yeah, pool 3, bro. This one.
And we were in the corner again. Rip.
It was a long ass day because we were basically TOing, right? We basically went from 11 a.m. to like, God, what, 11 p.m.
Yeah, till top 8.
Yeah, it's tight. This event, I feel like, will be a lot more relaxed. There's a lot more breathing room. Well, especially like with the top 8 on Sunday, that's really good that.
Yeah, man.
On the same day.
Again, not being able to make it, playing Saturday, getting to top 8, and then be like, I'm done. I don't gotta worry about nothing until tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a different feeling.
Yeah, you can chill out. You can don't have to worry about eating. And
yeah.
You can play the people that got eliminated, right? You want to practice.
Yeah. You don't gotta run, 20 minutes away to go get a burger real quick and then come running back.
Yeah. That walk to the mall was not short.
What happened?
That walk to the mall, like.
That was not short. No, it was not.
Yeah.
I knew it was cold as hell.
It's actually I've been perusing Google Maps, and it's actually like there's basically no surrounding. There's no surrounding food unless you walk like Woodfield Mall, right? It's like a 20-minute walk. It's a lot.
Ugh.
Like, I really hope the venue food is at least reasonable, because it's looking like at least during pool times, I'm probably just staying around here. I really hope they don't gouge us.
Nah, I don't think so. It looks like Homebreaker has like good partnerships, I guess. I wouldn't be too worried about that. But yeah, man, pools, depending on what time you get pool and how it breaks down, you're gonna be there a while.
Yeah, it's not a good idea trying to run outside the venue during like tournament day. You should be in the vicinity, because I've heard like a horror story of like Duckhater, the Skullgirls player.
No.
Okay, he's like a high level Skullgirls player. So he went into the city for dinner, like he went into Chicago for top 8, and he didn't get back in time and he got DQ'd.
I mean, Smile was telling us that he almost got town battle DQ too at Frosty.
Wow.
They went to go eat.
They went into Chicago?
Yeah. I don't know where they went, but he said that they had just made it back in time because they were already calling to DQ both Tao and Bout.
Wow. That's wild. That could have been a very different tournament.
I think I'm not sure if they were gonna get DQ'd from KOF. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Smile again. But he said, yeah, he's like, you almost got them DQ'd because we went out to go eat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm honestly going into Chicago at all, unless somebody with a car. I know some of the DMV people are driving, but I just.
Even then, from where you're gonna be to like Chicago, isn't it like a 40-minute drive?
Yeah. They get into the core.
Yeah,
it's quite a lot. I don't think people are gonna do that.
No. Yeah, no, I wouldn't risk it.
Realistically,
I already know I'm done.
Realistically, to get like a Chicago experience type of trip, you'd have to like take at least a couple days earlier.
Yeah. Like if you get like early pool, and then you don't have to worry about it until you do top 24 to top 8, and you know there's like a 3-4 hour gap, then it's fine, right? Because you got like 3 hours, 4 hours. But if it's only a 2-hour gap, I would not go into the city. That's way too risky. Because that's 40 minutes to get there. You don't know what the traffic's gonna be. You don't know how long this food's gonna take, and then you gotta get 40 minutes back. That's way too risky, bro. I would not risk that.
Some of those places like Pequod's have like lines out the door too. Right?
Yeah. The thing is, I was telling Royal and Smile and Blaze earlier that where Breaker's gonna be, like 15-20 minutes from there is a Portillo's in car. If you wanted to hit up a Portillo's. But I think they will have Portillo's at Combo Breaker, so I don't know if there's even a point. But there's also like there's a big Mexican population around that area, like nearby, like 20 minutes drive. So there's a lot of like Mexican restaurants too, and like other, fast food places and steakhouses and stuff, which would also be only like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, closer to Woodfield Mall, there's actually a whole bunch of places. I'm sure we'll all go out and have something nice. Right. It looks, as far as deep dish goes, in Schaumburg, Malnati's basically the only option, but like, I would have liked to try like Pequod's. But like Luminati's is pretty dope. It was pretty great. In February. So I'll get my fill of that. Yeah, I think in terms of like just the venue, from what I've heard from an Edmonton friend that went to last year, there's a lot of movement space and the body heat is not an issue. It's like Evo. Evo has like twice as many people. Has like almost 5K people.
Yeah,
And
but so Evo is what we gotta consider like a super major. It's not just a major, right? It's the major, right? It's everything is far bigger. So I mean, they're in what? Isn't it like in the MGM or something? What hotel is it?
it's at the Mandalay Bay. Like,
Yeah, the Mandalay Bay.
it's got like a convention hall. It's like a massive hangar, like the length of a football field. Like, it's it wasn't hurting for space at all. There was lots of movement. Space.
No. I saw a lot of people were there. I saw like hand cams. There was massive amounts of space everywhere.
Yeah. So I think like apparently setup for combo breakers is like it's at a convention center and then there's a convention center hotel connected to it, but it's not at a hotel per se. So I think it will be fine as far as space goes. So I think it will be quite a bit better.
I hope we get some hand cam footage for pools, man.
I'm sure Psycho will have his little stuff.
But I hope other people get some hand cam footage, because stream is only 24 to 8 and then 8. There's a lot of pool matches, man, that I would like to see.
Well, I don't expect the best players to meet in pool, honestly. Right.
That's like I said, man, we don't know. There's people that should be seated, at least by our standards, right, in terms of skill level, that won't be seated. We don't know. Like I said, there is a high chance of, you know, Ghost running into one of the Parsec people you named, or Healing Vision running into one of them early on in a random pool because they're not seated or they don't have a high seed. Like I said, it's a very delicate situation, and like the only people that I know for sure are getting seated are you, Maki, Tao, and Royal. And that's just because of this past year. Everybody else, we don't know. We don't know if they're going to be seated or not. Like, what if Andy isn't seated? Because he hasn't played in anything since 2019.
I don't know about that.
He hasn't played in anything since 2019.
He won the 2021 KIT and he won Frosty 2022. He's definitely...
Okay, he's going to be seated?
Yes, yeah, I'm very surprised if Andy wasn't seated.
But then that still applies, right? Ghost and Healing Vision might still end up in this pool.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I didn't think about it like that. Like, he might get seeded, but he might not get, like, the highest seed, right?
No, exactly. The highest seed should go to you.
Oh, obviously. It would be hell to pay if I didn't get the top seed.
But that's what Tao should get second seed. So I know you and Tao won't be running into each other until top 8. And Maki shouldn't be running into any of you till top 8 either. But all the other people that I think will make it, we don't know where they're gonna end up, right? Like Royal is not gonna be seated as high as you or Tao. He might end up like closing in on Maki pretty soon. He might have to face, Andy. He might have to face Clorox. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even know how many pools there are gonna be. That's another thing.
We do. There's 4.
Really?
Yeah.
4.
You look at the sky.
I predicted it. I said there might be 4 pools. You see what I'm saying?
Well, with 24, right? Divisible by 4, right?
4 pools. So you, Maki, Tao, and Royal should be separated. I shouldn't have to worry about you guys running into each other until top 8. The question is, who's gonna be in your pool? Who's Andy gonna be in? Who's Clorox gonna be in? Who's that French guy gonna be in? Whose pool is he gonna be in?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely room, a little bit of upset room.
I'm confident in my 4 picks. 4 that I think they're gonna make it. But I don't want to make prediction for the rest of the top 8 until a proper prediction until I see the rest of the pools, like how it gets seeded. Like that, I think it did. Like you didn't think too well about how important this seeding thing was and who might end up in whose pool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's pretty fair. The event will be pretty fun. Like, people have nothing but positive things to say. Right? A combo breaker. I'm trying to think of it like the vacation too. It's not just a competition. Like I've been going pretty hard. Like, I kind of put a little too much pressure on myself, but whatever happens, life goes on. Right? There'll be, I'm sure it'll still be around in 2025. That's what I believe. Good games don't die.
I believe that too.
Good games don't die. And clearly, there's a lot of people that want to play. I think it's pretty obvious that Samsho gets numbers.
Yeah, they want to rollback prove that there's people that do want to play the game.
Yeah, so any other thoughts on Combo Breaker? Anything you want to go over?
The Portillo's milkshake is overrated, bro. Don't take that. That's pretty much it.
Portillo's is like, it's the sandwich place, right?
The milkshake was overrated. I tried one of their milkshakes, like their famous milkshakes. The shit was way too chunky.
All I heard was don't go to Kuma's for a bunch of
yeah, just the milkshake is overrated. Go eat, have fun. The milkshake is definitely overrated. That shit is too chunky. It takes a day to get through the straw. You're not gonna enjoy it.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get dragged against my will to Kuma. Like I'm gonna have to. I don't know, I'm not gonna be able to get out of it. Unless I bring up the political shit, and people are gonna be like, oh, why are you being weird about it? Like whatever.
Word. Just go eat, man. Stop being weird.
The dude that runs that is like kind of a massive shithead. Right?
You know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta hit up again? That sandwich place we went to when we were for Frosties. They have very similar menus to Portillo's, and I actually think they were better.
You got sandwiches? Oh yeah, that was just a mall place. It was pretty good.
No, but it's a chain. It's also a chain. That one's also a chain, like Portillo's. They have a very similar menu to Portillo's. I actually tried the same item at Portillo's. Theirs was better than Portillo's.
And there's a Sbarro at that Woodfield Mall, so...
That Sbarro's so good, bro.
Yeah, it was
that stuffed pizza was fucking delicious. Damn, that thing was so good.
Yeah, they had deep dish shit. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
The thing is that it's so far from the venue. I'm sure, like, I know, because there's no break between pools and top 24, so, like, I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the room at one point. Which sucks, because I thought I had a event hotel room. I don't. I have a room at the Residence Inn by Woodfield. It's a 20-minute walk, so sucks. I have not attached to the venue. So I'm gonna have to go back there at least to swap my contacts out, because if I don't, they'll expire. Okay. So I'm probably gonna try to hit up that spot. I'm also trying to like spend a bit less on food. I spend a lot on food. Try to be a bit more money efficient, and that mall is pretty good for that. So
yeah. Yo, you find this Sbarro, you gotta hit it up again for me.
Yeah.
Damn, that deep dish was so good, man. Good.
At least once I'll go.
I remember, like, we were talking about, I'm like, yo, I kind of want to come back to Sbarro again and be like a true fat ass, man. That shit was so good.
If I wasn't there to enter games seriously, I'd just eat garbage. All three of it. But, you know, I'm there for keeps, so I have to eat a little bit clean. Tournament day. Friday, I'll probably eat shitty.
Yeah. Don't eat too late. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, don't eat right before pool. Right.
No, like on Friday, don't eat too late because you don't know if you got the first pool.
Well, I mean, you'll know before. You'll know your pool time, right? Before Friday. Just don't. Just like you don't want to eat some whole really bad shit and then get sick, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't want to have the runs during the tournament.
Yeah, like I'm keeping it like probably tournament days. I'm probably eating like deli sandwiches and stuff like big shit.
Yeah.
I'm not getting to until after.
Damn, that just reminded me. That just reminded me about poor Maki, man. Frosty.
No,
the chicken tenders, man. He's like, don't get the chicken tenders.
He got bodied at all.
He got bodied by the chicken tenders. I just remember that.
We were like right before pool. Was like, where the fuck is he? Are we gonna have to like call him?
We were calling him. We were calling him like, yo, pool starting. Where you at? The T.O. no. Where were you? I was in the bathroom for the last 30 minutes. I was like, oh man.
You know about that Chipotle thing, right? Everyone that gets out of pools gets a Chipotle sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a
I saw the memes.
People are gonna cook themselves.
But Chipotle got healthy stuff too, man. It's not just like greasy shit.
Yeah, but gamers, don't trust gamers to police their food intake.
Yo, big bags. Yo, big bags. You got me on that one. That was me out into like 3 games just to try to get out of pools and eat the greasiest shit they got.
Oh, I think that's that. I'm really looking forward to it. May the best man win. And you know, that's me, so may I win. But
you lucky I'm not there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, today's it, man. You were like,
had I been there, I would have been grand finals winner, just waiting for you or Maki.
Wow. Oh man, I got that toasty GSL.
Listen. I would have been winner side grand finals, just waiting for you or Maki. But anyways, let's move on to the next stuff.
I think that's about it. I don't really have a bunch of conversation. Like we chat on the rollback beta. That was that was one of the things I wanted to go over, and then we went over the events.
Yeah.
Unless you wanna, unless you got something on your mind.
No. I was actually just thinking about Defend the North. If it's announced as a main game, I really want to make sure we get it on Xbox. Like I said, Defend the North is supposed to be like pushing the whole play the best version of the game.
I mean, I think you have enough time to plan. I think it should. Well, hopefully it all works out. But like, worst comes to worst, I think PC is perfectly fine, right? I don't think the difference between Xbox and PC is enough that
120 hertz is a big difference, bro.
Well, like that's but that's like a quality of life. That's not.
That is true.
Really, that's not the same thing as the most important thing about Xbox is not the 120 FPS. Yes, it's the lag, right?
Yeah, the input lag.
Yeah, hopefully the turnout. I think the turnout could be pretty good at Defend the North, right?
I think the turnout could be pretty good, man. Like I said, hopefully the rollback beta is out by then. I don't think it's gonna pass combo breaker numbers, unfortunately, but it could be pretty good. Like, I think it could be closing into it, like maybe like 90, 80.
I don't know about that. The
we'll
DTN's like quite a bit smaller than combo breaker. I think it'll get like. I think it could get like 30. I think that would be solid for an event like that.
Maybe. It's mostly, I imagine mostly it's gonna be DMB.
Yeah, I think Ghost better be there. I mean, Ghost definitely will be there. He's DTN sponsor.
Yeah, Ghost will definitely. Yeah, Ghost will definitely be there.
But are you going there?
Yeah, I'm 100% going for that.
That'll be sick. I think it'll be Ghost and you in grand finals, to be honest.
If he can get past Tao, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if I go to DTN, the scene should be Tao first with me second.
Yeah. Well, depends on what happens at combo breaker.
That's true.
If the boy goes.
Next, you know, my son goes.
My son goes breaker.
Makes it first. Yeah. he'll be seeded #1 at DTN.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. Hopefully it turns out good. I think we should do like a quick follow-up or add-on once the pools are out to solidify like where we fall on who we think makes top 8.
Maybe, I don't know, like, I'm trying to keep these about an hour and a half, right? And it looks like we're kind of running up on an hour and a half, so I don't know if there's enough content. Like, maybe we could.
Yeah, it'd be just more like a quick little add-on segment of like, top pools are out. This is who you thought it's gonna make it. This is who I think is gonna make it.
Yeah. Like, I think it's worth it. It's also like we're getting pretty close to event time too. I've got like a week, and I'm trying to really get my bearings together. So I don't know if the time will work out, but we'll think about it. Right? How we're feeling. Like, legitimately, like they might not finalize the pool. The day
I
before
hope they don't do that, man. I hope they don't do that. I don't like when they do them so late, right? That sucks.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I heard about. I think the pools for Combo Breaker. I didn't go last year. I heard they were out pretty late, so I don't know. But I think it's just how these things work out. That the final pool you actually get into is pretty late. I don't know full time.
Alright, man. Like I said, that was the last thing I wanted to add on to that.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining tonight and sticking through it. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I'll have some links in the description for Samsho related resources. Thanks very much again to Tomorrow for filling in the spot. Pretty fun episode. Hopefully I'll have you back again on the show sometime soon.
Yeah, man. Hopefully Mizuumi's back too.
Alright, so everybody tuning in, have a great night, enjoy the weekend. I'll see you at Combo Breaker. Buff Baiken, Nerf Rimu.